So recently I bought this Bicute bunny Albedo from Amazon, and there's a whole convoluted charade that happened behind the scenes of me getting this thing. I can get into if you want. Basically, I pre-ordered this on Big Bad Toy Store in like June, I think, back in June, and then kept getting pushing back, because it says, oh, it's gonna come out in July, and then July happens, it's like, nope, not coming out in July. Oh, it's gonna come out in August. Nope, it's not coming out in August. Oh, it's gonna come out in September. Nope, not September. Oh, it's gonna come out in October. And yep, nope, not coming out in October. It ain't coming out in October, I can tell you that. So after all that long charade, I was like, you know what? Screw you, Big Bad Toy Stores. I'm gonna cancel my pre-order. I'm gonna get it on Amazon for maybe $5 more than what you would pay on Big Bad Toy Store for it. But it's not that big of a deal if you think about it, because it's gonna take a long ass time for it to come. And yeah, this thing finally came. All I just had to do is go on Amazon, and it only took literally like 7 days. And here we are with this beautiful looking bunny figure. This is about like 11.5 inches tall, so just short of being 12 inches tall. And that's if you count the bunny ears. If you don't count the bunny ears, it's usually like 10.8, I think 10.8 inches tall. So it's still pretty tall, and that's only if you count the little piece of hair right here. So even then, that's a little bit of a leeway. But yeah, it's a pretty tall, big looking figure. It's bigger than a pop-up plate, I can tell you that. Pop-up plates are like this tall on the figure. So yeah, very nice, very high quality. I am very shocked, very surprised that this is a prize figure. This is something you win in a crane machine in Japan. And if you live in Japan, you can probably get this thing in a crane machine for like $15. I think it's like $3 a try. So estimating there with how many tries you go for, you can probably get $15 if you're skilled enough. You may even pay more. Who knows? But I don't live in Japan, and I know that if I try to do the online crane machine thing and gamble to win, it'll probably take me a few tries. That'll cost maybe $18 or $21 to do it. So if I pay $21 to do it, and then I have to have it shipped, and shipping would cost like $30 just for this one figure, yeah, it ain't worth it for me to do the crane game. I'll just buy it from a retailer, and that's what I did. I bought it from retail, and yeah, beautiful looking figure. The fishnets look amazing. For a prize figure, you don't expect this kind of quality on a prize figure, but yeah. I always wanted one of these Playboy Bunny figures. Ever since I heard that anime does that a lot with all the anime girls. If anime is popular enough, they'll make a little bunny girl figure of the sexiest cat of the bunch, or even not the sexy cats of the bunch. There's a few that's like, oh, why'd you make that into a Playboy Bunny figure? Why'd you do that? Is there a fan base for that? But yeah, Japan, I don't know what the tastes are. But yeah, great looking figure. I'm a big fan. I'm actually not even a big fan. I am a decent fan of Overlord. I don't like the anime too much, but I do like the light novels. I think the light novels are very well written. But the anime itself, I tried getting into that, and it's not great. The cattles, again, great cattles. Albedo is a great cattle. Ainz Algoon is a great cattle. Kokaitis, great cattle. A lot of fantastic cattles with fun designs and stuff. I do like the designs. I do like the personalities of these cattles. The big issue with the show is that the in-between from plot A to plot B and then plot B to plot C sucks. It's very cringe, it's very boring, it's very filler. It doesn't feel heavy or substantial. It's just very boring and then cringe most of the time. Like, it feels like I'm watching a baby show, like Awful, or like I'm watching the Balestein Bales. That's it. It's like I'm watching Balestein Bales, but there's Corsi in it and those sexual themes. So yeah, that's fantastic. But yeah, overall, I do like Overlord. I give it like 55% out of 100. But yeah, I prefer the book. The book is like a 6 out of 10. The anime is a 5. So yeah, take it for what it's worth. I am very critical when it comes with reviewing stuff. But yeah, great looking pose, very beautiful looking figure. I always wanted one of these Bicute bunnies. I heard about them not too long ago, back in like I say June, around June or May. I heard about Bicute bunnies, but I was very restrictive on which one I would buy because I don't like too much anime. I know it's shocking, right? Because I've been buying so much anime lately, but no, there's only like a handful of anime I actually do like, and most of it I just think it looks, cringe or boring and all that stuff. And yeah, what did they have? They had like Supersonico, which I don't like Supersonico. They had Rem and Ram from ReZero, and I tried watching ReZero back in I think June, and it was not good. Very, very bland show with annoying piece of shit characters and a bad plot and storyline. I'm sorry, ReZero is not a good show. Overlord is better, but marginally better. It had better character designs, better plot points, like very interesting plot points. I like very based in like political and military strategy. That's very interesting, very deep and thought-provoking. Like they definitely spent a lot of time defining that, and that's all thanks to the books, because the guy who wrote the books is a big Dungeons and Dragons fan, I can tell. So that's why it's so well precise, I guess, well designed. But yeah, not a big fan of ReZero. What else did they had? They had not Fatal Flame. They had Sword Art Online. They had like Sword Art Online figures, and those I'm not a fan of Sword Art Online. I never played it before. I never watched the anime. And then they had Chainsaw Man, which I did watch, and I thought it was pretty bad. It is better than ReZero, but it is not a good anime. It's very, very edgelord. It felt like I was watching a Shadow the Hedgehog anime, but with coursing, with sexual themes. So that's a running thing with anime. Oh, it's like the cringiest thing you ever imagined, but with coursing and with sexual themes. But yeah, great looking figure. I highly recommend it. This has a great looking pose, great looking figure. Wide hips, big boobs, slim waist, beautiful. The only complaint about it is mine came a little bit of a blemish, like on the hairline. I'm not sure you can see it too well here, but yeah, see this little thing? Like this thing right here? That is like a missing paint line, a missing paint app. There's like a little white spot on the whole black, streak of hair. And then on the other side of that same hair piece, you can see that same missing app. So it's not too noticeable, not too bad, but if you know, it's there. But overall, great looking pose. Amazing. This thing looks like something you would pay $80 for. Like, if you just look at it, you're like, wow, this looks amazing. I would pay $80 for that at a comic shop. And no, it's not an $80 figure. This, technically, in Japan, you can get it for like $15. But since I'm not in Japan, and I gotta pay shipping and all that stuff, you'll pay roughly $26 for it, or up to $30 for this thing. And some people are selling for $38, which is a little too much, but if you know, just get it. If that's the only thing you don't get, then get that. But yeah, great looking figure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy what's a face? Shout to Bloodhaven, Bloodstone. Yeah, I think it's Shout to Bloodstone or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy her. I'm not a big fan of Shout. Actually, I'm not a fan of her at all. I don't feel the need to complete the collection by getting her. She's an annoying character who doesn't really add anything to the anime or to the books. She doesn't have a bad design. Again, Overlord has great looking designs, but her personality kind of sucks. And I remember that cringy moment where she's like, "Hey, Ainz, if I pee on you, then do I own you?" Because you have context, like all the members of Noswick saw like this dragon piss itself, and they're like, "Ainz, why did the dragon piss itself? Is it lame?" Then Ainz is like, "No, this dragon, he's not a geeky loser geek. If he pees on something, it means he owns you, and he's proud of being your pets." So he's like, "Oh," I mean, all the Noswick people are like, "Oh, does that mean if I pee on you, you will love me?" So then they all fight about peeing on. Yeah, it sucks. Like again, a lot of Overlord is cringe, especially the anime, specifically the anime. But the plot points are great. The characters are great. Just the in between, getting from plot A to plot B, freaking sucks. I do not like it at all. But yeah, seriously, out of all the things that got Bicute bunnies, Overlord was the best pick for me because I do like it the most of all of them, and I do plan on buying more Overlord figures, not just Bicute bunnies in the future. Actually, what else could you make of a Bicute bunny? Could you make like was it Noble Gamma? Actually, I wouldn't mind a Noble Gamma Bicute bunny. She has a few bunny figures already, but those are the high-end, expensive kind of bunny figures, you know. So I do hope they do make a Noble Gamma actually, because I am a fan of the character. I do think the character's fun, even though technically personality-wise she's like the exact same as Albedo, except for she's not obsessive over Eins. Like literally, they both like hate humans to the point where they're like, oh, the disgusting bugs that deserve to die, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's a fun little trend with anime that characters have like one trope personalities and nothing else defines them. But hey, what can you do? You know, what can you do? That's what anime is. Plus, I don't blame Overlord too much about that because they have so many characters to define and stuff. So you don't have a lot of time to spend on them. So, you know, with something like Noble Gamma, she doesn't have a lot of screen time. She only has like season 1. So like, how much can you define that character? Just do it in a quick snap of emotion, and there you go. You got a decent little personality, a little quirk of the personality. That's also Albedo shares, but you know, wonderful. So yeah, out of 10, I'll give this like a 10 out of 10. It's a beautiful looking figure. I do recommend it a whole lot if you can get it for a good price. Do not pay more than $30 for this thing, okay? This thing is not worth that much. It is a prize figure. It is something that you can technically get for 15 bucks if you live in Japan. So yeah, don't overspend for this thing, okay? Yeah, goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the video. Done.